Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm so glad you're joining me. Today we're going to create a card. We're going to make a beautiful poinsettia card. We're using some new items over at the Pinkfresh Studio Shop. And one of those items is a press plate. This is the Poinsettia Frame Press Plate, and it has a greeting in here that's just beautiful. The wonderful thing about the press plates is they're dual purpose. You could do some letter pressing with it, or you can also do some foiling. Today we're going to do foiling with this and create a soft pink frame with it. We're going to die cut out our poinsettia frame with a coordinating die set, and then for a little bit of a twist, I'm going to be using just a couple of the stencils in the Poinsettia Frame stencil set. This set will color in all of the flowers, but for today we're just going to color in the leaves with the stencil. As the flowers, I want a little bit of a delicate, soft look, so I'm going to bring in some alcohol markers. So my project today is actually for a blog hop celebrating the brand new release over at Pinkfresh Studio. Lots of fabulous inspiration. I hope you can join us. I'll leave a link down below. If you want to head on over, there's a giveaway to go with the blog hop, and you can check out all the fabulous new items at Pinkfresh Studio. So I have my hot foil system. Okay, now I'm going to start by putting my plate on my hot foil machine, and I have two pieces of cardstock. We're going to foil this twice, and they're slightly larger. They're about the size of our platform here. For me, since it is a background, I just want to make sure that I have full coverage. The foil that we're using today is polished brass. I'm going to cut out 2 sheets plus a smaller piece for our greeting. We'll just place this on here, and then I'll place my cardstock. And I'm just using regular heavyweight cardstock. This is actually 100-pound weight, and it foils beautifully. And then I'll take my sandwich, and I'll just layer it. We'll press that timer. In the meantime, I'll trim down a couple more pieces of foil and get these ready to go. My timer stopped flashing, so this is ready to go. I'm just going to run this through my die cut machine, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's take a look. Isn't that just gorgeous? So pretty. I'm going to go ahead and foil one more time. My plate's still hot, so I'll just add the foil. I'll add my cardstock, my sandwich, and I'll run this through too. Okay. I'm going to plug this back in because we're going to do our greeting next. But this foils just as beautifully. So we have 2 panels that are ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and remove my plate, and we're going to add our greeting. I'm going to place it in the center. We'll add our foil face down. We'll let our platform heat up a little bit. We'll add our cardstock. We'll press that timer, and we'll let this run its course. This is ready to go. I'm going to run this through my die cut machine, and look how beautiful that is. So our greeting is ready to go. Okay, that's all the foiling that we're going to do. So I'm going to put this off to the side. Now we're going to do a little bit of coloring. I'm not worrying about the leaves because we're going to be using our stencil for the leaves. I'm just going to color in the berries and a little bit on the flowers. I'm going to use these markers for today. I'll play a little bit of music while I color. And when I'm done coloring, I will catch you back. Okay, my coloring is all done. Now what we're going to do is do a little bit of stenciling on our background. Now I'm only going to color the one that has the berries. Okay, so we have Stencil 1 and Stencil 2. They're indexed on the top left here. Okay, we're going to first take Stencil 1. I'm just going to line it up, and I need to make sure that my panel's right side up. Makes it easier. We'll just line this up. I need to tape mine down because my panel is larger than my stencil. Okay, let's start with fresh pear ink. I'm going to use my Pinkfresh Studio 1/2 inch blending brushes here. Now we have our light green. I'm going to switch out the stencil and we're going to add our detail layer. This time we're going to use olive ink. I'm going to go ahead and wipe off my stencil. And this panel is good to go. Okay, we'll put away our inks and I'll bring in our die set. The panel that has our colored in berries. I'm just going to line this up and we'll tack this down. Okay, and then I'll die cut out. I love that there's a greeting die too. We'll line this up and we'll cut this out also. And then with this panel, I'm going to fussy cut out all 4 flowers. So I have some die cutting to do. I will be right back. We're going to add dimension by just popping it up with some foam squares. We're just going to add them directly to our foiled area. And then all we do is just place them back in their home. We just tack these down. So now our panel has some beautiful dimension to it. And you can still see that beautiful gold foiling. And I have to tell you, my fussy cutting is not the greatest. But the nice thing is the foil behind it. Any areas that you missed, the foil behind it will pick it up. So for my background, we're going to do some letter pressing. I have the Pinkfresh Studio Dotted Pearls background. I'm going to bring in my press plate here, and we're going to bring in a piece of white cardstock. I'm going to go ahead and add my press plate. I like to put adhesive behind here, line up my card base, and then add my platform. And then all I have to do is press, and I know it's perfectly positioned. I'm going to bring in my Pinkfresh Studio Misty Coast ink. We're going to keep our background pretty subtle. And then I'll go ahead and run this through my Platinum 6. I'll be right back. Nice soft and subtle backgrounds. And there is my pressed background. I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive on my panel. And we're going to tack it down to the front of our card base. I'm going to use some glue. And then we will tack this down to the front of our card. For my greeting, I die cut out a circle using some champagne glitter cardstock. I just used one of my dies from the Essential Folk Ed Circles die set. This is the one that we used. I popped up my greeting with some foam tape, and I'm going to place it on that circle. And now I'm going to do a little tucking with it. I want it to just peek out. Lovely. Kind of looks like an ornament tucked in all of those. I really like that. Okay, for finishing touches, I'm going to bring in my Pinkfresh Studio. These are Peach Fuzz Jewels. Let's just grab our little brass dish, and we're going to add some jewels to our poinsettia centers. I'm going to add some glue. I'm going to use different sizes for this. I think 3 is the perfect amount for those flower centers. Have a little bit of dimension, and that's my card for today. I hope you can join us for the blog hop. There's lots more inspiration with the entire release this month. I hope you can join us. Again, links are down below, and I do encourage you to start at the Pinkfresh Studio blog because that way you don't miss anything. Details for the giveaway are over on the Pinkfresh Studio blog also. So have a fabulous day. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.